Hello. Okay, so like we're recording here. So welcome to my recording here on tutorial PC tutorial. Very basic for you guys. And this is my oldest computer. The screen is a little broken. I was trying to take it in to fix, but not gonna do anything. Gotta use it as is because the screen is out. I hate when it Let me close applications here. Maybe that's why it's doing that. I hate when this happens when you try to do something. Messes everything up. Messes everything up, but hey, at least it's still a little bit working. But anyway, so you're doing on your thing, your computer stalls like this and you're recording your screencast video for upload on your YouTube channel or whatever. Do because you have large files on your computer, which we're gonna show you how to do that today. So first, we're gonna minimize Bandicam here. So if you have large files, which is movies, downloaded digital DVDs like that, so you might want to delete them because it's taking up storage on your computer, which is always good to put your downloaded movie DVDs on a on an external drive or a flash drive. So we're gonna and don't I don't normally I haven't used this computer and so we're gonna clean the system out. We're gonna delete files because I haven't used this computer in a long time. I just maybe it still works a little bit. It's a Windows 11 PC. Well, it was Windows 10 because it says Intel Pentium processor. So this computer has a TMP 2.0 built in to run Windows 7, but my other computer doesn't have that. Um, so we're gonna take out some files. So if you have files on your computer that has large amounts of space, especially movies, because movies takes a tons of space. So I already copied some of my flash drive, which I'm gonna upload it to a cloud storage, which is Google Cloud, which is Google Drive, or if you have, Apple, you can store it on iCloud, iCloud, Google Cloud. It's same thing, just an online storage drive that you can use to store files, documents, videos, and movies, especially movies, because movies takes a tons of space because it's an hour long and hour long, 2 hour long, 3 hours, especially if you're watching like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and all that other movies. So mainly if you have, especially if you have files in your recycle bin. So if we hit left click here, sorry, this computer is a little sluggish because I haven't been using it in a while. So we're gonna come on, it's a little, yeah. So we're gonna empty recycle bin, or there's another way that you can clean your PC, especially if you have unnecessary files that you haven't used in a long time, especially when you're taking it in to somebody to fix it. And the only option can get this computer fixed if you take it to the recycling place by here in Hilo, to the place by place Cage Drive-In, the restaurant. You take it to the recycling. They can take it apart for parts, for spare parts to fix computers, I guess. Um, so you're gonna empty recycle bin, then it's gonna show what it's gonna show its multiple items that you want to delete. So just hit yes. Let's just give it time to read. So even delete all the necessary files that you don't need. Now, another thing to delete files is through your disk cleanup, which is the Windows 7 style background theme, or you can just use the Windows 10 and 11 theme of the. So this is where you mainly go to clean your files. So first we're gonna do this first. So you're gonna go into to your file folder system and delete. Which on this computer I have a DVDs and movies on here, and they can slow your computer down. Wow, that's why this happening. So uh, the more movies you download, especially if you're using uTorrent constantly. So let me just take out uTorrent out of my phone here because I'm with Spectrum, and Spectrum had a lawsuit on that um app that I used to use to download. So yeah, well maybe on my tablet, but not on my phone because when at the time when I was using uTorrent on my device, so Spectrum had a complaint on that app, so I can't use that anymore. So if you go to videos here, because especially videos takes tons of space, they can also run out your RAM and everything. Because this computer is so old, I had it used to about 2 or 3 years. Um, Pretty sure a little way after 2010, if I'm mistaken, because um, that's when I think this was my third or fourth computer. But I've been through a lot of computers in my life because the very first computer that I had was the one I had at Verizon. That was the very first when me and my PA from Easter Sales used to get the computer, and we used to buy it at Verizon and for the activation and everything. So anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about computer stuff here. So if you go into videos, let's click on that. Sorry, it's a little sluggish. Have some patience. Mainly what causes your computer to do this, one can be RAM. You're probably running out of RAM space. That can be the issue. You know, removing programs that you don't use. And also doing a BIOS and doing a memory diagnose on your computer. That can be one of the minor issue conditions why your computer is running slow. So, and well, I used to stream on this PC, but not for a long time since I got a better PC, which is the other one in my room, the i7. This is an i5, so this is a kind of a lower generation, around 2010 or 2020 edition PC. This was, and so if you scan with your phone, like if you get a new HP which I'm an HP owner. Everybody has HP computers. There are similar Toshiba, um, and all that stuff. Oh boy, what's happening here? Shit. Benjamin. Kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Shit. I bet my video and stop. Fuck. Oh. Oh, it's still recording. Surprising. Still recording. Well, anyway, so we're gonna go in our thing here. Let's reopen up if it doesn't happen again. Let's minimize this. Okay. Let's just give it a moment to load. Yeah, it's just when your computer loads like this, it could be an issue. A lot of happens with most computers. Mostly happens because this is an i5, and a lot of i5 processors do this, especially for netbooks like that. So Okay, so we're gonna go in videos. Okay, it's working on it. Give it time to kick in. So especially if we have movies and DVDs like these, it can take tons of space and it can totally wipe out your RAM, which is not good. And which I'm gonna delete all these right now. So um but first we're not gonna delete all of them. We're just gonna delete one of them because you might want to back up your, especially if you have TV shows or movies on your PC, you always want to have a backup device, which is an external hard drive, and then they're not that expensive. You just can get them at the store for a cheap price. You know, like one of those flash drive. You just put them on a keychain, and you can wear it wherever you go if you don't have a PC. So so this one here is 78 gigs, so that's a lot. So we're gonna delete all these because we already have these on a flash drive. So just can delete that. The folder is too big. Well, it's gonna delete it anyway, so just hit yes. It's gonna totally wipe out your hard drive. Well, there's a reason why it won't go in your recycle bin because it can hold, the recycle bin can only hold so much videos. So just that. So we're not gonna delete most of this. We have these on my flash drive. Oh, next Friday, Poetic Justice. I like to watch that. You know, we always watch this. So we can delete that. We can leave these two. And this is one of my one favorite movie and one favorite show. So so another way to clean your PC, that if you go to disk cleanup, this is one of the conditions you have to do. So you're gonna see the big difference in storage wise on your computer's main hard drive because you gotta have like Google Cloud, iCloud from Apple, or Microsoft OneDrive to store files, which is better. But if you upgrade, you have to pay, and it's costly. So you gotta go again. You know, if you can't afford storage space, but I stick with a little bit with Google because Google is cheaper when you buy storage for a certain price. So let's go to this cleanup here. So so when this is the disk cleanup. It's gonna store. It's gonna show what files you don't need. Especially if you're doing the therapy for Easter seals, you have to do this because it takes up on, online space through web pages and stuff like that. So you can So you can use this cleanup free up to a certain amount of gigabytes or space on your C drive. So, and she have Windows Rebase Report. So you're gonna scroll down here and you're gonna see how much of space you have here. Especially when streaming takes up space as well. If you have a cloud storage hard drive over the cloud, you just hit temporary files, DirectX. We can leave those. This here. Those report temporary internet files. Yes, because you downloaded from the internet browser. So you're gonna select yes. And it's gonna tell you, are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Say yes, especially if you're doing emulation and using VirtualBox, you're doing virtualization. You can take up memory, your virtual memory in your um, on your computer. So try to go easy on using VirtualBox at times, because each virtual machine you create with VirtualBox, it will take up the amount of virtual memory in your computer's RAM space. So, in order to check that kind of stuff out, you will have to ask technical support. Which for these older model computers, you won't get any support, because this was a Windows 10 PC at first. Before this computer was Windows 11, due to the TMP 2.0 that is built in with this PC and the other PC that I get, the i7, which is the best one yet, and it's fast. And that one does not have the TMP. You will have to install a TMP 2.0 on an i7 PC if you own i7 PC. So you're not gonna get far if you have a i7 PC with a TMP. You need that requirement in order to install Windows PC on your. So they're gonna say, "Are you sure permanently to delete these files?" You say yes. Delete files is gonna totally wipe out some of your files on your computer's main hard drive, especially if you're doing the setup for Easter seals. And because when you do the setup for Easter seals, when you do the Easter seals report and you're doing your timesheet, and it's going to take up space over the web page, and it's going to store into the computer's mainframe on the C drive. So just hit delete files, and it's going to clean out your machine. So it's going to totally. There are tips and tricks to make your PC run faster and cleaner. So if you do certain tricks that I saw on Instagram or something, they are ways to make your PC run a little fast. Because so now let's go back to your file system, which is your Windows Explorer. You're gonna see a big difference in space wise, so you don't totally use up and wipe out your entire hard drive, because you need your hard drive to turn the computer on, to shut it down. You need space and memory for that. So especially when it comes to movies, because you're downloading so much, it can take a toll on your computer, and it's gonna use a lot of RAM space. So for DVDs and movies, you might put it on external drives, get flash drive, blank DVD disc to burn it on, and save space. So so you don't pull pressure on your computer's hard drive too much. So because it can take a toll, because when it turns on and you have large amount of files, especially movies and streaming videos and stuff, it's gonna take its toll and it's gonna run slower. So um, especially programs you don't use anymore that gotta be removed. That can be one of the issues that's making your computer run slower, especially because this is a 4 GB RAM. So so the next thing we're gonna go in our okay, I better not make this recording video a little too long before the thing freezes again. So your control panel, you're gonna okay, let's close this for a minute. Okay, we can leave those two files there. Yeah, it won't close. Oh well. A little so responsive because this computer never been used for a long time. So this is the Windows 10 and 7 um, theme look. Or you can go in the Windows 10 version control panel, which is, like, come on. If you go in just the actual Windows 10 and 11 theme, okay, it's been a little unresponsive. There's too much things happening at once. Oi, 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 oi. See, this is what I don't like when a computer does this. So the computer is trying to think. So don't just click, click, click when it's like this, because it can refresh the whole desktop. So let's click once or twice, and if it says not responding, don't keep clicking. If not, it will refresh the whole entire desktop, the whole entire program manager, which is your home screen. So you do that, you can ruin it. So if you go into programs and features, you're gonna see what apps we don't need and what's taking chunks of space. Yeah, let's look through this list, and oh boy. So you don't want to touch the stuff from HP. Vision Bus Driver. None of the drivers you don't touch unless it's you contact your system administrator and stuff. HP support, without contacting, especially not without calling Microsoft. So none of this stuff you don't touch because it comes with all these things. So we're not gonna mainly use that much space. So we can take out like Discord and stuff. So none of these stuff you don't touch. None of these drivers, Intel R, stuff that comes with the computer alone, you don't touch unless there's an error. So just leave it alone, unless there's a problem. Because you never know when there's gonna be a problem when you have to call tech support and get it fixed. So um, yeah, that's all you can pretty much do from here. So it's like it's taking a little long time to uninstall here. Well, this is like a casual PC, not much of a gaming PC. It's like a regular personal computer. So, oh, what we have here sounds like a warning message. Is it compatible? First time that would pop up. Like it won't. Would it like you uninstall? Alrighty, I don't want to take on any more stuff. All this, the Microsoft stuff, the Intel, HP, these stuff we don't touch. So we can leave these. So yeah, pretty much, and that's how you clean your computer. And we can take this out because we can always search in. One of the things you might want to delete. Click on it. Click on empty recycle bin. Then it's gonna say you want to permanently delete this folder. You're gonna say yes. Okay. And yeah, so yep, and that concludes this recording on YouTube. And look how much space we got back. We got back 310 gigabytes on the C drive, which is really good because now you can, store a little bit stuff, so you're gonna see the big difference. So like say we minimize this for a minute. You're gonna take a look at your hard drive. You're gonna see a big change in your so then go to your this PC and you're gonna see the outcome. Oh, look at that. 310 gigabytes we got back. See the big difference from when you delete all of your movies, videos, you gain your actual space back in storage. So another way to take out files and applications that you don't normally use. So if you go in the actual Windows 10 and 11 um, control panel, you can go to PC settings actually. And this is another way to clean your computer and remove applications that you don't want. Let's take out this here. Because I use Dolphin emulator on this PC, not that stupid PS3 emulator. That PlayStation 3 emulator is bullshit because you gotta create an ISO file. You gotta create a disk image in order to run the emulator, which is really dumb. So I'm not gonna do that. So you gotta research on how to so we're just gonna delete that here. Something's gonna pop up. We just waiting because we're recording a screenshot video, doing this, it's a lot of it's taking its toll. Huh. Just wait, give it a few minutes. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in applications. Install apps. Then it's gonna say So we're gonna remove. So this is the actual way to take out programs, or using the Windows 7 and 10 control panel actually, but this is the new way to do it. So if you just scroll down here, you'll see what apps you don't want. Pretty much the same as going to the actual control panel. Sorry for yawning and talking at the same time. I'm doing it in a funny way. Bluetooth, not much to take out, but we have Minecraft on here. It's a long time ago, I think. Feedback up, we can't take out none of the Microsoft stuff. Okay. Where's OBS? We have OBS in here. We can take that out because I used my can copy it on when I get another flash drive or so. There we go. Taking a long time to move. It's too much things happening. Nope, it won't let me do it. Like it's trying to load. Well, at least we took out a few programs. Like it's not responding because I'm doing a thing at the same time. So let's close this. Stop this video. Yeah, so that's my video. Thanks for watching.